think I was about 10 when they told us that they were gonna split up, and then not long after that, they did. We lived at my grandparents' house, I think, for a couple of months or so. And then my mum got a new partner, so we moved into his place. It started off okay, and then I guess it just became clear that he really didn't like me. He was physically abusive. My mum and her partner at the time bought a piece of land to build a house on, but before they could build the house, they lived in a caravan, and my sisters and I lived in a tent for 3 months, and then it was starting to get a bit cold, I think, so my grandparents felt sorry for us and bought us a caravan. So my sisters and I lived in a caravan for the next 3 years. It was hard to make friends because I didn't have anything positive to talk about, and I wasn't really allowed out in the weekends, couldn't make phone calls or that kind of thing, so it was really hard to build relationships outside of school. I did have one close friend who, she was just different, you know, she had a lot of time for me. She would listen to me and tried really hard to help me. But then at the end of that year, she passed away, which was really hard, I guess, because I felt like she was the only person that I could talk to. I remember lying there in bed wishing that I was dead. I just wanted all of the anger, all of the abuse to just stop. Anything slightly upsetting, I couldn't cope with anything, and so I would just cut myself instead. I guess I was just kind of gambling. I was like, well, life is horrible and I don't like it and I don't want to be here. But I also hoped that one day it would get better. I started going to youth group when I was about 14 with a girl from my class, and was going there every week. My youth leaders were amazing, really encouraging, just speaking hope and life into me all the time, checking in with me to see if I was okay, really above and beyond what is really expected of any person. So that was really cool, and my mum and my sisters started coming to church with me. When I was 16, we moved into a house, and then when I was 17, my mum and her husband at the time divorced. But through the church that I was at, I heard about a girl called Hope and decided to apply. I guess by that time I'd kind of realised that I was still going to be alive in 10 years' time. And if I was going to be alive in 10 years' time, then what did I want that to look like? Because it had been 7 years since I first self-harmed, and for 7 years, that's all I'd done to deal with anything. And so it was like this whole new world of possibilities to be able to face life without doing that. Yeah, so I finished A Girl Called Hope in 2010, came back to Dunedin, went straight into study with my sister, and we did our nursing degrees together. Life is just amazing, actually 1,000 times better than, 15 years ago I would have even thought was possible. I was kind of just aiming for survival. And now I feel like I'm just in a completely different world to what that was like. I've learnt that no matter what circumstances look like, that God is ultimately in control I know that God is solid even when nothing else is, that He's in control and He's got this. And so, yeah, I just anchor myself to that.